Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumping here on. Today I want to talk about these goddamn spies in the Trespasser DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition. This is extremely frustrating, and it's actually pretty time consuming. When I first did this, it took me well over an hour to catch all these guys, and oh boy, this is super annoying. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, as you're playing the Trespasser DLC, there's multiple side quests that you can do that will grant you attributes, and 3 of these will grant you new schematics. Now, this is one of them, so it's totally worth doing, and if you catch these spies, for every one you catch, you get +2 dexterity. So after you catch 5 of them, you get the schematic, and you get 10 dexterity, so it's totally worth doing. Now, the only other one of these that is pretty annoying is the one with the fireworks, and you do want to do that one as well, because you do get a schematic, but just keep in mind that you can only do that when it's night, so don't miss your opportunity to do that. It is annoying, but this one is by far the worst, okay? And because this is my second time through this DLC, I basically told myself I need to come up with a method to make this a lot easier. And I'm pretty sure I have. So right now, I'm standing on the eastern side of the map, and what I did here was I made a save right by these steps. This is where the baths is, and Vivian is right there. And what's going to happen here is that there's going to be 2 of these guys that are going to spawn by this waterfall. Now, a couple of these guys can spawn up top, so you can try to get them maybe up there if you want to make that attempt. But I just think it's easier to go for these 2 guys because they're really easy to catch. They have their back turned towards you. So all you got to do is you have to basically run up on them. In fact, there is one right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run up on him. And as long as he doesn't see us, we'll catch him. Okay, so let's do this. Boom! Okay, he got away. See, that's the fucking annoying thing. Anyway, I'm not sure if you have to press the interact button or not. I should have done that right there. But, you know, hey, I just tested it. So, if we get another one to spawn, I'll do it again and I'll press the interact button. Unfortunately, the interact button does a little bit too much in this game, like a lot of games. And it's kind of frustrating because what you're going to do is you're going to jump, potentially. And that could alert them to your presence and make them disappear. So, we're going to keep loading the game to force them to spawn in the location that we want them to spawn. So that's what we're doing, because BioWare, the way they designed this is kind of BS, but it's pretty smart. What they did is that they made it so that if you save the game and you reload it, these guys are going to spawn in a different location, meaning that if you see one and you're like, hey, I see a spy, I'm going to save the game, I'm going to try to sneak up on them, and if I fail, I'm just going to reload the game and try again. Can't do that because they're going to spawn in a new location. So it's a total bitch. And the thing is, like, these guys, they're so annoying to catch. In fact, there's some of these guys that I think that it's literally impossible to sneak up on them. So I don't know what that's about. But overall, it's super time consuming because you have to run around in circles until you finally find one. Then you're going to have to try to sneak up on them. And a lot of times, like, depending on the angle, or if you're just kind of like roaming around or something, they'll basically disappear right away and you won't catch them. Now make sure that every time you catch one of these guys doing this method, you're going to save the game. I've actually made that mistake multiple times here, where I've already caught like multiple ones, but I will catch one, and then just because I'm so used to, oh shit, there was one right there. Yeah, one can, oh wow, okay. That's bullshit. That is BS. Anyway, so now I know. I actually didn't know about that one in the baths. But see, the problem right there was I ran in front of him, so he's seen me coming. But a lot of times you will see them spawn. It can be a little confusing because it looks like they're despawning, but they're not. They're actually spawning. In fact, there we go. One just spawned. We're going to press the interact button this time. We're going to run up directly behind him, and we got him. Okay, see right there? I didn't press the button. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think it's all about the angle that you run at them. I don't think it's about pressing the interact button, but there we go. We just got one. And we can pick up our loot, and I got +2 dexterity, and that's 3 of them so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to this location, and here's another just little quick thing you can do to make this easier. Make sure you're facing this direction, otherwise if you load your save, you're going to have to keep turning around. But I'm going to face this direction, and then I'm going to save my game real quick, and that's that. Anyway, guys, I really hope this has helped. Trust me, it's a lot better to do it this way than to actually run around and look for these guys. It's a total bitch. Just remember, besides the 2 spawns by the waterfall, there's actually going to be other ones, like, for example, in the baths, apparently there's one. And up on these balconies, too, they can spawn. So if you want to look up there, you can as well. But as long as you just keep loading your save, eventually they will spawn by the waterfall, and they're extremely easy to catch. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope this has helped. If it has, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.